Hello everyone, welcome back. I just got in today my new Holosun 507K. This is the green dot version. I already have one on my Polymer 80 G43. This one is the red dot version, but at the time red was all I could get. Now I got I was able to get the green one here. Let me show you guys quickly what it looks like. Where are you? Hold on, maybe make it brighter. There it is. There's the green. All right, so there's the green version. So I'm going to be installing this on this Polymer 80 G43 that I've been working on for the last week or so. Now here's the interesting thing, and this is what this video is about. The slide is RMSc. And this is RMS. So the deal is that the slide has 4 of these little boss studs or posts. I've heard these called by many different names. So it's got 4 of these posts to hold the optic in place, right? The problem is that the optic only has 2 of them, right? So it's got one here, 1, 2. These holes here are the screw holes. So back here, it does not have the holes for these rear studs to go into, and from my understanding, the reason why Holosun didn't put them there is because that's where the electronics are. So there was no way they could actually put that there, and for this to remain waterproof. So what they decided to do was just put them in the front, and what that means is that in order to get this to fit onto here, I have to Dremel down the back. Now I've already done this before. The first time I had to, talk to a bunch of people to figure out what I had to do. So the way it works is you Dremel down the ones in the back completely, and you Dremel down the ones up front about 1/3. Okay, so you still got to take down the front ones about 1/3. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to take the slide off, and I'm going to basically wrap this in leather and put this in a vise. Okay, and then once I get this in a vise, wrap it up, put in a vise, I'm going to carefully Dremel, make these flat back here, and then go 1/3 of the way down here. The hard part here is not slipping and hitting the side, which it's really easy to do. So that's the hard part, not slipping and hitting the side. The rest of it's pretty easy, but basically you just keep doing it until your optic sits flush on it. Because if you guys look at it right now, it's just not gonna go on there, right? So you gotta get this so it sits flush, and when you're done, it's basically gonna look like that. Okay, so I'm gonna start this. I'm not gonna do this on camera because it's basically just dremeling, and the lighting isn't all that great in my shop area. So I'm gonna pause this video, work on this. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so work in progress. We kind of have the back ones almost all the way down, but not completely. I wanted to change out a little bit. I want to get something with a more of a point. Where are you? Gonna get this one over here so I can get in there. To tell you the truth, I really, this is one of the things I do not like doing, because it's very easy to slip and hit your slide somewhere else. I wish the companies that make slides would just conform to Holosun's standards. Basically the slide pretty much has to fit the optic. It's not reversed at this point. Holosun is the industry leader. So I just wish they would make the slides just to whatever Holosun is doing. So if Holosun figures out that they got to use they gotta do studs in the front only, because the electronics are in the back, that's the way the slides need to be designed. So anyway, let's go back to work. All right, here it is, guys. So the back completely flush, the front down about 1/3, down 1/3 of the way. And I'm probably going to bring it down just a little bit more, because I'm looking through the bottom. I can still see a little daylight between the slide and the optic, and I should not be able to see any daylight. Let me confirm that with this one, which I already did. You got no daylight, so I just gotta come back just a little bit more. There aren't, you know, because when I got this one, I was searching online to find instructions on how to convert your slide, or how to go from RMSc to RMS. Couldn't find anything, so that's why I do the videos that I do. You know, that's one of the things that drives me as far as what videos I should make. Like when I'm trying to learn how to do something or try to figure out how to do something, and I can't find a good video, or I make my own videos, or even if I do find videos, if I feel that I can add something, from my experience to the knowledge that's out there, that's what motivates me to do these videos. So let's go work on this a little bit more. All right, guys, I think I got it. So when I put this on, I hold it up to the sky. You gotta press down on it a little bit, because basically when you put the screws on there, it's gonna pull down. So as I hold it up to the sky, barely, no daylight. Now you want to do it from both sides, left side, right side, because there's always a possibility that maybe you didn't file down the studs enough on one side or the other side. But one thing I also want to recommend, when you're working this, right, like I said, wrap this in leather or in suede. I put this in a vise, and what you want to do is, as you're working this, go from the inside out, inside out, inside out. Don't go, because that'll decrease the chance that you're gonna hit the side over here, right? So try to avoid going front to back, although you may have to do a little bit. So go from the inside out, okay, inside out, inside out, inside out. That'll decrease the chance that you're gonna hit any part of the slide that you don't want to hit, and go slow with it. So, yep, finish this up and we'll get this back together. Hey guys, something I just remembered that I forgot. I had to do this last time. When you after you made these adjustments, right, and you put your screws in, the ones that come with Holosun, those screws are too tall. So even when these are all the way in, okay, basically you got play here. So and I had the same issue with this one. Right, I had to do the exact same thing. The only thing is I forgot that I had to do it. So I just kind of like reminded myself when I saw this problem. So what you got to do is basically you got to use a belt sander, and you just got to basically just file down the screws a little bit. Put them on the belt sander, and then just, I don't know, take about 1/8 of an inch off of them. Make them a little bit shorter. I don't know what Holosun had in mind when they made these screws this long. I don't know which slide is that long, but this is a true precision slide for the Glock 43, and these are sticking way out. So what I did, if you look over here, you see where the blue Loctite stops. So basically I'm just gonna put this on the belt sander and just take it down to, basically take it in about 2 threads, which is where the blue Loctite begins. Now they do give you a second set of screws, but these are like thinner ones. So these are equally long. They're just thinner. Basically Holosun needs to provide shorter screws for the true precision slide. So we get the belt sander out, and basically I'm going to put these in a vise, and just basically just hold these to the belt sander and just take them down. It works out pretty good. I've done this a couple of times already. So let's pause again. So yeah, took it down just a little bit. Let me show you guys how I'm doing it, because this is actually something that you guys may need to see in case you're doing this. So basically, you need a belt sander. I think these are like $30 or $40. They're pretty useful. I use these for a lot of things. hopefully I didn't screw up the threads. That is the fear when you're doing something like this, that you just might chew up the threads or something. But the last couple of times that I did it, I got lucky. So where's my optic? Oh, there's my optic. Optic on there. Gosh. Excellent. Unstaking it. Do the other one. Oh, I don't want to lose it. If I lose it in the gravel, forget it. The good thing about housing is if you, let's say if you lose your screws or if you mess your screws up during this process, if you call them up, they'll replace the screws for you. It may take a couple of weeks, but they'll replace the screws for you if your screws get messed up. There you go. And they're going in, so that means the threading did not get ruined. It's going in nice and snug too. Okay, obviously I gotta zero this in now. You on there. You on there. There we go. This gun is complete. Got my optic on there. And this gun's ready for business. Alright, so now the next thing I gotta do is I just gotta basically test fire this and just start zeroing it in. Although I can see that I'm pretty, because I already shot this with the iron sights, and I can see that my iron sights are, my iron sights were pretty on target. What I did with this is I didn't get the high sights in the rear. I decided I was just going to use the low profile sights and see how that works for me. So basically I have an extremely low co-witness with the regular sights on this gun. As opposed to the one I'm carrying, I got the medium height sights. So the optic itself does have a rear sight in it. So this is what works pretty perfect on this gun. So on this one I ended up doing high sight in the back, or medium sight in the front, low sight in the front. So I'm gonna see how it works out with these sights. Well, I know the sights work good. I just want to see how far off my. I want to see if I end up staying with these sights. There's a good chance I may end up staying with this because most of the time I'm going to be shooting this with the optic, with the reticle, and the iron sights are more of a backup. And I know the iron sights are zeroed in on this gun. I'm able to shoot this pretty good. So. That's pretty good right there. I think I'm going to end up keeping these iron sights the way they are. So I'll have like an extreme low co-witness. And I just got to verify the zero on my optic. And this gun is pretty good to go. In case you guys are wondering, I got this frame from ARM or Ally. They have a number of camouflage designs. I think this is the woodland one. I sent them a message. I told them that I'd like a black and white Alpine. I think that would look awesome. So they said they'll forward it to their development team, and hopefully in the next couple of months we'll see a black and white Alpine one from Arms or Ally. I'm gonna do at some point. I'm gonna do I got one more frame coming in from them. As soon as that comes in, I'm gonna do a video. Just giving them a little bit credit, just so that you guys, just a video specifically on Arms or Ally, because I like I really like the frames that these guys do. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe, drop some comments below, because first of all, I like conversing with you guys, and also it does help the YouTube algorithms. It makes the video seem more popular, and it makes it more of a suggested video. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon.